Retail services, from my perspective, is when somebody goes out from a business to somebody's home or to a business to give them a quote, what I call quote and hope situation. It's a disaster. It happens all day, every day in squillions of businesses because the phone rings, the lady on the switchboard, the person on the switchboard I should say, says, oh yes, certainly we'll have so-and-so call tonight, 7 o'clock, no problem. They set it all up. Usually don't give them any information, that's another story, so they're not prepared. But the guy goes out there, the person goes out there, knocks on the door, says, hi, I'm here to give you a quote. That's the wrong thing to do, but that's yet another story again. What I want to do is just give you a little story here of a situation that I came across with a client one time. And they said, we need somebody to help us close the sales. We're not closing enough sales. Well, my philosophy always is, if you don't open it, you can't close it. And so what I found was happening is they weren't opening it well, but also they had a big problem in their close. Now, there's a whole story behind that, but I just want to give you this one aspect. When I was going through what they were doing and how they were doing it, I said, well, show me the sheet that the person writes it up on. You know, and like when they've finished this and they've written up, you know, so many windows, so much for this, it looks like that, it'll be so much. What does that look like? So they pulled out the sheet, and right in the middle of the sheet, this is what it had. So imagine an A4 style sheet on the side and a box about this big in the middle. And I'm not kidding, proportionally it was about that big. And in here it said, should you wish to go ahead with this order, please ring this number. Which means that the poor guy out there who's just given them a figure down here of so much and everything else is going, don't give me the order, I'm just here to give you a quote. And what does a quote mean? Compare and negotiate. So the person would put it down and say, okay, well, I'll get another one. Crazy. This is a true story, scary but true. All I did initially was change what was written in there. And all we did initially was put in here, you can be enjoying your new blinds by, and then a little blank for the date. When you order today, insert today's date. And change the person's role from being a quote and hope person to a person satisfying the customer's needs, as in giving them the jolly blinds. 25% increase in the first 4 weeks in their sales at customer level. Unbelievable difference. Now, more than just that changed. The attitude of the person doing the role changed. They now saw themselves in a position they could take the order, they could process it, they could make it happen, they could give the person the outcome they wanted. Crazy stuff. There's a whole heap of things that happen in that respect. That's just one story. Happens all day, every day. Remove quote and hope. It's the disaster when people go to people's homes or businesses to sell their services. And it's easy to do.